Good morning, guys. So it's Saturday morning. Everyone's still sleeping. I looked in the fridge to see what I could put together for breakfast to feed everybody. And I found a container with leftover mashed potatoes. This is the third and last bit of the mashed potatoes. We already ate them with the original meal. We ate them with the pot roast, and this is the last of them. So I'm going to use those. I have some leftover onion from making the pot roast the other day, the bottom round roast. And I have some parsley that my husband bought by accident instead of cilantro, and I've been using it to garnish food, so I'm going to use some of that for sure. I have eggs, of course. I have half a tomato from when I made a sandwich the other day. I have 3 cloves of garlic. And I found there's a little Greek yogurt left at the bottom of this. It's fat-free Greek yogurt. I'm going to make up a sauce or something with that. And I have a little bit of feta cheese left over in the container. I'm going to use some of that. So I'm going to put this together somehow and turn it into a delicious, yummy breakfast. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to start by cracking 8 eggs into a bowl. I'm doing 8 just because there's 4 of us, 2 eggs per person. And with the amount of mashed potatoes that I have, which is about 1.5 cups, 8 eggs, I'm thinking is the perfect amount. And it'll fit perfectly into the frying pan. So I'm just going to crack 8 eggs into a bowl. And these are these are jumbo eggs. The jumbo eggs were on sale the other day for $1.50 a dozen. And no, they're not expired or near expiration. So whenever I see the jumbo, I always look to see what size is on sale. And that's the size that I get. So these are jumbos. So we have 8 jumbo eggs in the bowl. And now I'm going to take my cup and a half of leftover mashed potatoes. And I'm going to dump them right in the bowl. And now I'm going to take 2 of those 3 garlic cloves and I'm going to grate 2 of them with my little grater right there. I'm going to grate these right into the bowl with the mashed potatoes and the eggs. If you have one of those garlic crushers where you put the clove in and it squeezes out, you could do that too. I personally prefer this. So I'm just doing this. Make sure you get all that garlic off. And I'm going to grate the second one. Okay, so I have the eggs, the potatoes, 2 cloves of garlic, and now I'm going to put just a splash of fat-free milk. Just a little bit, because it'll make the eggs fluffy, just like that. That's probably about 1/4 cup of milk. And now I'm going to take my hand mixer, and I'm going to whip this up really good. And you just want to mix it until everything is well incorporated. You want to break up those mashed potatoes. You want to whip the eggs up and get everything nice and smooth. You don't want big clumps of potato. You want the potato completely broken down into the egg. So you're just going to whip it for about, a minute or 2. And you can start on low and then just at the end kick it up to high speed and just get it nice and smooth. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like after you beat the egg with the hand mixer. It's going to be liquidy. The potato is all broken up. You can see little bits of potato in there, but it's pretty much well incorporated. And that's it. You're done with the mixture. Now I'm going to take that leftover onion from when I made the bottom round roast, and I'm just going to chop this up because I just want it chopped up nice and fine because I'm going to pour it into the egg mixture and just mix it all in. It'll give it really nice flavor. And that's it. You're done preparing the egg mixture. That's all you have in there is eggs, milk, leftover mashed potatoes, a little bit of ground up garlic, and some onion. And that's it. And just grab a spoon or a spatula and just give it a little bit of a mix to make sure that the chopped onion is distributed throughout the egg and the potato mixture. Okay, so you're going to take the third and last clove of garlic and you're going to crush it just to release the juices. You're going to throw it in your pan and you're going to put about a tablespoon of olive oil in the pan, just like that. And you want to get your pan really nice and hot before you put the egg in the pan because you do not want this to stick at all. I'm just taking my brush and I'm just brushing the olive oil all over the pan to make sure that nothing sticks. So my camera stopped filming, but once the pan was nice and hot, I poured the egg mixture into the pan. And now you want this to cook on like a medium low for about 20 minutes. And in order to do that, you want it to cover so that the heat can start cooking the egg all around, not just the bottom. So cover this and you're going to let it cook nice and low for 20 minutes. And while that's cooking, you are going to start getting everything else ready. So I'm going to chop some parsley, and this is just going to be used as a garnish to make it look nice. But parsley also has a nice, bright, earthy flavor to it, and it brightens up anything you're eating. So it doesn't just make it look nice, but it also has a really nice taste, and it just enhances whatever you put it in. So I'm going to chop this up really nice and fine. And I'm just going to take the half a tomato that I have in the fridge and I'm going to dice it up into a nice fine dice because I think fresh juicy tomato goes great with warm eggs. So I'm just going to dice this up really small. I'm maybe going to mix some parsley, some olive oil. I'm not sure yet, but I know I'm going to put this over, make like a topping for the egg frittata. Okay, I'm going to put about a teaspoon of olive oil in the eggs. That garlic clove is the clove that I used to flavor the oil that I was heating up in the pan for the frittata. I took it out before I put the egg in so that it wouldn't burn, but I'm going to use it to flavor the tomato. And I put a little bit of parsley, some fresh sea salt, and now I'm just putting some fresh cracked peppercorn, and I'm going to put a sprinkling of feta cheese just to give it a little bit more yumminess, and that is going to be a beautiful topping for the frittata. Just give everything a nice stir. You're going to break down that feta cheese a little bit. It's going to make this topping just so good. You have the salty feta cheese, the fresh, bright, juicy tomato, the earthy, wonderful parsley, the olive oil, the garlic. This is delicious. I could put this on a piece of toasted or French baguette and just eat it like that. That's how good this is. But we're going to use this as a topping for our potato egg frittata. And I'm also going to take 3 tablespoons of fat-free Greek yogurt because my daughter will not eat the tomato feta topping. She won't like that, but she loves sour cream. But instead of sour cream, I'm using fat-free Greek yogurt, tons of protein. And I'm just going to enhance the yogurt with a little bit of salt, fresh cracked black pepper, a drizzle of olive oil, and I'm going to put a little bit of garlic powder and mix that all together. And it's going to make a yummy, delicious yogurt sauce instead of using sour cream. And it's healthier, it's yummy, delicious, and it's just a great topping. This would even be great if you're making like potato pancakes or potato latkes. Perfect for dipping in those. Or even if you're having pierogies, instead of using sour cream, to use the yogurt sauce, perfect for that too. Okay, so after 10 minutes of cooking on medium, let me just show you. The middle is still loose, but the edges are already, if you look at the edges, they're already starting to firm up. This is going to take 20 minutes to cook, so just be patient, keep it covered, but it's already starting to firm up. If you have a cast iron skillet, another way you could do this is just pour it in the cast iron skillet and pop it right in the oven. Okay guys, it's been about 18 minutes and look, this thing is pretty much set up. There's a little tiny bit on the left there, so I'm just going to cover it and leave it for another 2 minutes until it's completely solid and done. While I wait those last 2 minutes, you see this bamboo cutting board? This little cutting board, I don't use it for chopping, I use it for serving. So I'm just going to flip the potato egg frittata right out onto this little bamboo cutting board and I'm going to serve it up just like that. Okay guys, so those last 2 minutes, this is now completely done. And because we let the pan heat up really, really well and we put the olive oil, you can see this is not stuck at all. It's completely cooked through. It's sliding around in the pan. It's ready to get flipped out onto the cutting board and get ready for serving. I just want to show you, this is not something you have to do. I'm serving it with that side up, but I just want to show you what the other side looks like. So let me just show you. I'm going to flip it over onto a plate and I'm going to put it back in the pan just to show you. Look at that. You could serve it that side up, nice and golden brown, or you could serve it with the other side up, that nice pale, beautiful yellow. I'm doing the other side, but I just wanted to show you what that side looked like. Gorgeous. Hey guys, so I'm going to flip this out onto the cutting board because I'm serving it right on the cutting board. Look at that beautiful pastel yellow, gorgeous, steaming hot potato egg frittata. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that fresh parsley and I'm going to sprinkle it right over the top. And this is not only making it look beautiful, but it's going to give it a nice, earthy, bright freshness. Okay, and I'm just going to cut a slice here so I can show you what it looks like inside. Remember, this has potato, eggs, and onions. Look at that. It's fluffy, it's airy. You have the little bits of potato in there. And you can serve this up two ways. You can either put some of that fresh tomato, feta, olive oil topping on it. So you have the warm, fluffy frittata and the fresh, bright topping. I'm going to give this a taste. Look at that. So good. Get some of that creamy feta. Let's give this a taste. Look at that. So yummy. How could you not want that for breakfast? That is so good. Option 2 is to serve it with the nice, cool, creamy yogurt sauce that we enhance with salt, pepper, garlic, and a little olive oil. Delicious. Okay, let's give this option a try. Dip in there. Look at that. That is so good. Okay guys, so breakfast is served. If you're having company over, you can put the whole cutting board right on the table just like that. Everyone serve themselves. You can have different toppings, the tomato with the feta, the Greek yogurt, serve it with some toast on the side. You can even put like shredded cheese in a bowl and let people sprinkle some shredded cheese over it with the Greek yogurt sauce. So many options, so many ways you can go with this. But thanks for watching. I hope I inspired you to get creative in the kitchen. Use your leftovers to make different things, and you can still enjoy some delicious, yummy, homemade, wholesome food on a budget. Thanks for watching, and bon appetit. Bye.